The haiku for this week. Souls of the sacred revealed as cathedrals burn and all hearts unite. Yeah, we see this scar on our history. The history of that great building, Notre Dame. 50, 100 years from now, people are just going to say, oh yeah, remember that fire in 2019? It's just going to be one of the things that passed, a wound that will heal. And we have to understand that about our life. We are just passing through, and we get wounded, and our wounds will heal. And know what happened. Souls came together. They sang, they prayed, cried. Together. They met in squares, on boulevards, plazas, to be together. It didn't matter what your race or your religion or your sex was. It didn't matter. It didn't matter how much money you had. It didn't matter what your job was. People just came together as a body of humans, of pilgrims who come together, and they came together to pray, to be together. And I think that is what prayer is. Prayer is the coming together of souls. So we go into the I Ching for this week, The I Ching, this oracle, has been around for 3,000, 5,000 years, or don't really know. But we do know that it was passed down before words were written, right? Before writing. And then, certainly before publishing, but it was one of the first published books ever. Maybe the first. And the wisdom, through sections called Gua, get passed down to us. To help us relate to the wisdom of the times, to the universe. You see, it's universal knowledge. It's universal information. It's messages from the universe. And man, that's the deal. So what is prayer? Let's talk about it for a second. Prayer is listening. That's what those people were doing when they got together, watching that great structure burn. They were listening. Why? Because they wanted solace. Wanted to know why, maybe. We're not going to know why. But I believe that the why is to bring us together, to give us symbol and sign that by gathering together as pilgrims on the road to the joy of the soul, that we come together, and that is where we find sweet relief. That's called joy. All right, we go into the oracle for this week, and it's good news. It's good news. I say it's good news. It's not that the I Ching, that the oracle, gives us bad news, but sometimes it's calling us out, to just get our shit together and walk forward. And indeed, this section does do that, like most teaching does, to cause us to look at ourselves, to start to come to the place where we can remember, who is it that we really are? Who is it that we really are? Yeah, that's important. Next week there's something in town, in the town here in Tulum, called Art with Me. Amazing gathering of artists and musicians and speakers coming together to bring art into the world in a way that is sacred, that is beautiful, that is opening, that is joyful. A place to go, and I'm leading a panel discussion on inspiration. Inspiration. There's a website for artwithme.org, and so we talk about inspiration. Yeah, that is what the I Ching is. It's inspiration to inspire us to move forward. Yeah, move forward. I'm also doing a class about really finding your joy, and I'm going to do that also at Art With Me. So if you're in town, get a ticket, come. It's going to be cool. I promise. The I Ching. The I Ching for the week of April 22nd, 2019. Wow. Here we go. Could it be we're almost halfway? Hard to believe. Number 42, Yi, augmenting, blessings in great measure. I told you it was good. Above is Sun, the tree, the foundation, the root. And below is Zen, shake and arouse and inspire. Yeah, we're talking about inspiration. Wisdom, all things are possible now. Energies are increased. Be generous and ethical. Now you will flourish. You're coming into a wondrous time of increase. Inspiration will come alive as you become aware the universe is working with you for success. By moving with integrity and compassion, you're placed in the energetic field of reception. Your benefit will be to be active and have no bounds on your good intent. No bounds on your ideas and no bounds on your projects. Get outside the box. Correct any negative thoughts. Correct any negative actions, for these would foul the road before you. Yeah, make it messy, man. This is a time when you'll gain great benefits from trusting yourself and to recognize the unseen forces that are at work, that are amplifying your patterns of growth, your patterns of gain. And look to the situations that are around you right now. It could be in your work, your relationships, your health. Maybe it's in your art. Maybe it's the way you're developing, the way that you focus, the way that you look at how you want things in your life to grow and change for the better. Trust your intuition now. Your intuition will show you the correct actions. And it will give you the clarity so you can move beyond doubt. You can move beyond shame. You can know that you really do deserve success. All right, just take a breath for a minute and say out loud or to yourself, I deserve success. Yeah, and you do as you move forward and you find the way through. And we do, you see, because with an open heart, a fearless heart, we make a plan. The plan is important. It's about commitment. And once you've made this commitment to your path and you apply the current energetics to the task ahead, prepare for the increase that is rapidly approaching. By realizing this energy and movement that is infused with positivity, you will achieve success. There's no doubt about this. There's an abundant harvest there just waiting for you. Now, in order for you to be in the right place at the right time, examine your intent. With proper intent, put into action your way of sharing. You see, sharing a portion of your bounty opens up the doorways, not so much for more, but it does work that way, but it's about finding satisfaction. How many wealthy people do we know that are so unhappy? And they're not sharing, and they're not sharing the love, and if they do, it's with so many conditions, right? Sharing with your family, your neighbors, your associates, the harvest. And if it's material things that you can share, amen, man, do it. And if it's going to be in spirit and compassion, generating loving kindness, that's going to be satisfying. You see, this is a vital component in assuring the return of your cosmic cycle to the freedom, to the peace, to the abundance that is approaching at this momentous time of the shifting of the energetics available to you at this time. Yeah, you see, there's cycles, and this is a cycle that is coming through right now. It didn't happen yesterday. It's not happening next week. It's now. So consciously sharing your thoughts, your ideals, and your bounty will allow you to join with those of like consciousness. They might be right by your side, or they might be all somewhere else in the world, in the city, in the state. But share it. Share that feeling. You're going to benefit from making a commitment to working with and for all sentient beings on your planet. This is working with Gaia, with our Earth, with this natural force of nature. This ensures a solid foundation. So when the weight of influence and abundance come your way, as is beginning now, you'll be in shape, emotionally, spiritually, physically, to receive what's meant for you. You see, if you're not in shape, and what I mean is you don't have yourself in decent physical shape, you haven't kept your spiritual life, or your emotional life, let's say, or you haven't kept your physical life in order, stuff is going to come, but it's not going to stay. Have clear intent in your actions as there is wisdom in the calling that is telling you what goes around comes around. Baby, don't forget that one. Know as well that if you choose not to embody these suggestions given by the oracle, there will be no blame. However, your old patterns of procrastination and doubt will surface in double time at this time of great opportunity. And then this great opportunity will just pass you by. You can be left grasping for air. You say, oh, I missed it. This calming force, it's not something that you can put on hold and use later, man. You can't bottle it. You see, you're going to reap the benefits of this time by moving into the wholeness of the light that illuminates the way, the Tao, the path, to the road we call the road less traveled, the road of the pilgrim. Who your companions are at this momentous time, this opportune time, is of utmost importance. Move with fellows of like intent and integrity. To not do that, you're just putting the albatross around your neck. What seemed in the past to be beyond your skills, beyond your influence, your capabilities, that's no longer your limitation. You see, it is time that with humility and grace you can accomplish the great work that's before you. By deconstructing your shame, your fears, and doubt, you'll find that the way is open. I almost said deconstructing your fame. That's an important one. Maybe that wasn't such a Freudian slip. If we get power, we get famous. Whew, man, that can blow our ego out of shape. So as you're getting notice, as you're getting money, as you're getting in a good place, hold on to your humility. Use ritual, use ceremony as part of your process to release yourself from these old patterns that have plagued you and created obstacles on your path in the past. If you hear the critical coyote whispering in your mind's ear that you don't have enough of what it takes, you're not good enough, know that this is a lie. And know that enough is much less than you think. Amaze yourself. Jump fully into the void with all that you are and experience the joy and the satisfaction that this movement generates as your energy multiplies. Take a minute. Visualize rays of healing and protective light surrounding you, your family, and your tribe. Share the light you see and feel your silent dedication where you are and what you're doing. Honor the ancestors and the teachers whose energy and love has made a nest for you of confidence and of grace, and that has silently graced your soul, graced your growth. When you feel discomfort in the nest, it's time to spread your wings and to fly to your destiny. When the eagle has its babies, it's a beautiful nest lined with all kinds of soft, cottony things and flowers and a beautiful soft nest. As the babies get older, the mama starts to take all that softness out, little by little, and the nest gets more and more uncomfortable. And little sticky things start to get them. When those kids are old enough to fly, man, they don't want to be in the nest because it hurts too much. And then they go. And that's the blessing. With children, we got to make the nest comfortable, but then we got to let them go. We are the archer. Our children are the arrow. All we can do, man, is point it in the right direction and let it go. Time of augmentation has come to you now as you've been awakened and you have survived these recent disappointments and dangers and obstacles. You know what they were. Much has been integrated because of this. The fog, that fear fog, that judgment fog, that doubt fog will lift, allowing you to see more clearly these tasks before you. Be confident and embody compassion and dignity. This will place you in the proper light where you can proceed in safety toward your planned and well thought out goals. Note well, at this particular time, the way, the Tao, is not to go solo, but to move and work with others, This will increase opportunities and focus. You see, these are awesome times. Times of abundance and awareness as great opportunity and great love is on the horizon. Of great benefit now will be to consider Gaia by contributing to an emerging planetary consciousness of wellness for the planet. We don't have to go into chapter and verse to what we are doing to our planet. And I say us because we're doing it, and if we're not doing something, we're doing it. You got it? This is what sharing the harvest means. It's not just sharing the bounty, but it's being conscious, tilling the earth in the best possible way, cleaning her up, making her powerful. Correctness of attitude. That's to be confident, self-assured, generous, and loving. It's a combination that will carry you through any obstacle that may be placed in your way. If you're hitting obstacles, sadness, depression, just stop and have gratitude. Once you come into gratitude, all that stuff fades away. Knowing and believing in the path is what will give you confidence that's born out of fearlessness. And if you go, when you go, how you go into gratitude for what you have, for who you are, the way becomes very clear. Look to those who've gone before you. And they have in their efforts accomplished great things. Emulate their behavior. Emulate their confident attitude. That's how we learn. Mentors or guides are going to manifest for you. And they've been there for you. So look to them. Find and amplify their qualities in yourself. Be gracious, ethical, and compassionate. In this way, you will accomplish what the Tao refers to as the great work. You'll also bring clarity to areas formerly clouded by your old negative patterns, your judgment, your doubt, and your fear. Know that at this juncture, you're going to have help every step of the way. Right? This is the time the universe is there. These are incredible blessings. Confucius said it. To be blessed this way are great blessings indeed. At this precious time, your guides, your inner teachers, your wisdom ancestors, they're right there. They're there to give you support. They're there to bring you, to deliver you to your brand of greatness. We're in the time of branding, man, so let's brand our greatness. And the nagging loneliness that you felt. I know. That source has been hard to pinpoint sometimes, but it's going to vanish because there's a bright sun coming. It's going to rise with spirit that will bathe you in the light of knowledge, the light of love, the light of abundance, knowledge that does not come from books, does not come from studying, but the knowledge that you are good enough to accomplish the task before you. As you look to all the hurts of the ego and the heart that have blocked your progress, now, with conscious awareness, let it all go through prayer, ritual, and ceremony. Create your ritual. Embody a life that is ceremonial, consciously serious, and seriously outrageous. Sing, dance, and be joyous while you shine like the sun at midday. Let me encourage you all to be outrageous. Outrageous in the way that you love. Outrageous in the way that you care for each other, the way you care for yourself. In the way that you dress, in the way that you walk. Be the sun for others to see and to bathe in the light. That's our job. We pilgrims on the road of the soul. Yeah. Souls of the sacred revealed as cathedrals burn and all hearts unite. Remember that as we come together. I send you as much love as I can muster from here at the 20th parallel. Such a great body of wonderful souls that read this and listen to this, and I gotta say the love I feel is more love I've ever felt in my life. And I send that to you and let it be bounced back and reverberate around you, your friends, your family, your tribe, and the planet. Namaste. It means I honor the God in you and me. So I say to you, the beautiful goddesses who are there, I say to you, and I say to you that listen, I say, goddesses, be outrageous, find your joy. I say to the heroes, to my men, find your initiators. Find a way to initiate yourself. Westerners, we kind of lost that. It's important. I say namaste to you. I send blessings to you. The Mayan words of greetings and goodbye. In Lakesh Alakin, I am the other you. And I like it that way. All right. Have a blessed week. Namaste, y'all. Namaste.